Okay, so I usually don't like to go on rants, and I try to keep things as professional as possible. But I just want to sort of sit down with you guys and have a serious talk about how out of control some of these fucking energy drinks are getting. So typically energy companies, they target 18 to 34-year-olds. So, and this is important because the consumption of energy drinks is rapidly increasing, as demonstrated by the large market growth. So the targeted demographic, as I mentioned, is typically teenagers, young adults, ages 18 to 34 years old. Although there is expansion into non-traditional markets that's occurring as well. Just to give some of you guys an idea of like how popular energy drinks are, right next to multivitamins is where we come in with energy drinks when they're marketed as dietary supplements consumed by American teens and the young adults. So the worrying thing about this is as I mentioned, the 18 to 34-year-olds consume the most energy drinks, but almost a third of teens between 12 and 17 drank them. And not just drank them, but drank them regularly. So the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that kids between 12 and 18 years old should not consume any more than 100 milligrams of caffeine in an entire day. And yet, these energy drinks are meeting that, if not way above that. So let me just give you an idea. Let's go ahead and what are some of the most popular energy drinks, you might be asking? Okay, great question. Some of the most popular energy drinks are Red Bull, Monster Energy, Bang. These are the top threes as far as the big sellers here. So particularly, I want to go ahead and touch on Bang, for example, just because this is a great example of how bad it is. Now, it says 18 plus in the cans, but oftentimes, again, a third of teens are drinking these things regularly, and this is 300 milligrams of caffeine. Now, another problem that I have with these energy drinks is you go to these websites, for example, right? Like energydrinkhub.com. And what we can look at is we can look at the data, right? Just because something says 0 calories and 0 sugar doesn't mean that the ingredients in it are healthy. For example, a lot of energy drinks like Bang will use sucralose, but studies have shown that this can change your gut microbiome by lowering the amount of healthy bacteria by half. And then there's also studies done on animals that show that this can increase inflammation in the body, which over time the inflammation leads to problems like obesity and diabetes, which is already an epidemic in America. And diabetes leads to high blood pressure leads to heart disease and stroke and cardiovascular events, which is one of the leading causes of preventable death in America.